What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I just wanted to do a quick catch up on a couple of recent mail calls that I got. Now, I've broken these out of the boxes already, but I can always go through with who these are from with you. Taking them out of the box really doesn't add any effect to the video in any way, so I figured, you know what, I'll go ahead and crack them out. But I wanted to at least let you know what I've been picking up in the last little bit, and a few trades and a couple of things that I've bought. So first and foremost, I watch a lot of different YouTube channels, and one of them that I really love, just because of the calm, chill nature of the creator of the channel, is Walter over at the Hotline of Diecast. If you've never watched Walter's channel, it's awesome. He stages the channel before he starts his video, and he's just calm, cool, collected. Good dude who's just really a pure collector. His collection sits behind him in his videos, and it's just a real raw feel of what it is to be a true diecast collector. So I really like those videos that he puts out, and I wanted to help out a little bit too. He put up a few castings that were for sale on Instagram. I snatched up a couple from him, and I know that the proceeds are going to help out a good cause. So I was happy to do it. So let's take a look at what I picked up from Walter over at the Hotline of Diecast. And first and foremost, this was before I found a few of my own, because I kept looking everywhere to find it. And of course, it is this one that I'm sure everyone has been finding by now, but we couldn't. And it's this cool Moon Eyes cool combi. And what else can you say about a cool combi? It's just cool. So super neat. I have a few of the cool combis. I have them over there on the wall, plus a few more if you can see them. Now let's walk over and take a look at them. I have the Hello Kitty over here, the Hippie Mobile. I do believe I have the red of this one somewhere, and a couple of more that I think my son has on his wall. But yeah, these are really cool. And anytime one comes out, I'm definitely going to pick one up. And we do know that in future cases, we're going to get this one in black. So we'll get a black Moon Eyes version of this one too, and I'm sure it'll be as hot a commodity as this one has been. But no worries, guys. If you missed it in the B case, they are coming in the C case, and they're putting more than one. So you should be able to pick one up if you haven't already. All right, the next two that he hooked up, one was one that I picked up from him, and one he threw into me, and they're both treasure hunts. So it's this guy right here. And of course, this is the C case regular treasure hunt, and it is the BMW R9T Racer. I think this is only the second or third regular treasure hunt bike. I could be wrong on that, but here's the other one that I have right here. And of course, it's the Tread Shredder, and this was out of 2020's release. I don't remember what case assortment, but it was a treasure hunt as well. But this is a beauty, and I'm so glad that I was able to pick this guy up from Walter. And trust me, I got this at a better deal than if I'd have went and hunted for it for myself. So he really takes care of you. So if you get a chance to get something and Walter puts something up, it's definitely something to grab from him. And then he threw one in for me, and this is meant for my kiddos at school. If you don't know, I'm a school teacher, and I do little incentive stores within my class. I teach middle schoolers, and some of those kids still collect or even have these at home, and they definitely will love grabbing something like this out of my little store. So I do have a couple of these already, and I'll put this one in as per Walter's wishes into the store for the kiddos, and they'll be able to pick this as one of their incentives using their incentive dollars we have at our school site. So that's cool. But really the main one that I picked up from Walter that I was super duper excited about was this guy right here, and I was happy to get it back in the collection. Now, I put it in a case because I do that with a lot of my older JDMs. It's not because it's a super valuable car or anything, but it's just one that I want to keep in good shape, and I don't want to get it all beat up. And the way that he sent it, it was in really good shape. And the main reason I wanted to pick this one up is because I had the loose version, which I happen to have with me right here. And it's this guy right here. And this is one of the first Hot Wheels I bought my older son. And as you can see, it's a little worse for wear. It's got some dings and scrapes and scratches like you would expect to see in a die-cast car that's been played with by kids. So I finally got him to relinquish it back to me in my collection, and it sits up on my display shelf with my other JDM castings, and I've been on the lookout for this casting carded, and was so happy that Walter had one up and I was able to pick it up from him at a really good price. So thanks for that, Walter. I appreciate it. If you haven't checked him out, go over there. This is the Hotline of Diecast. I will link his channel in the description. All right. Next up was another trade that I made, and it's with another content creator. He's kind of new. You wouldn't be able to tell because he's pretty polished, and he's been really killing it lately as far as followers or subscribers, and you know, really putting out a lot of content. But it's Chris over there at Hot Wheels Hunting International, and he averages about a video a day or so, and you get to see quite a bit of castings because he's going to several different places all the time, including different states and even different countries, and you get to check out some of the things he sees along the way in his travels. But we worked out a good trade, and I was able to pick up a few castings that I was after, and he picked up a few castings that he was after. Now, a couple of them I've already put away, and I don't want to dig out of the box, and they were the Kroger exclusives, which was, well, you know what? Let's dig them out of the box, because don't be lazy, right? So I'll dig them out. I got them in my little storage totes right over here. And we'll go ahead and grab these and get them out of the box. So you can see them right there. Let's grab them out there in there with my other store exclusives. But it's these guys right here. Of course, you've got the Toyota Land Cruiser 80. You've got the really nice Mazda RX series. I think this is my favorite color of this one so far. Definitely nicer than the blackish green one that we got, and I like this one better than even the white one. And I do have this one in the super version as well. It's not an impressive super by any means, but it is a JDM and it is a super. That's why I have it. Of course, you got the 70 Chevelle SS wagon. What else can you say about this? It's an SS wagon, so it's absolutely gorgeous. But I think this is the cream of the crop that everybody was after out of these Kroger exclusives. Of course, it is the LB Works Lamborghini Huracan Coupe. I saw this, I definitely got with him and I said, hey, I saw you picked up a few extra ones, let's make a deal. And he was more than happy to work out a trade with me, and literally within 2 days it was on my doorstep. So if you're hesitant or thinking you're not going to get a good trade from the Hot Wheels International, Hot Wheels Hunting International Chris over there, you definitely will. So make sure that you hit him up if there's something that you see. And he's not a seller, so everything that you get from him will be via a trade, and he's a very fair trader too. So you'll definitely get a good deal when you make a trade with him. All right, and the second part of the trade that we made, these were some Zamacs that I wasn't able to find in my area, and it was, let's start with these two guys right here. So first up, we got this guy right here. Of course, it's the 06 Pontiac GTO. Really, really nice. It's going to be an addition. Let's walk over here really quick, take a look up the wall. And there is my Zamacs right there. I think I am up to, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42. This will make 46 Zamacs. So I definitely collect the Zamac, and I put them in order of release. And so these will go up there, and I'll have to change up things now because things are in order, but they're missing some pieces, including these right here. So I'll put these in order and get them up there. Next up, this guy right here, it is the Zamac, and these are from the 10-year anniversary of the Zamac release. So it's pretty cool to get these that are out of the 10-year anniversary anyways. And so I'm really happy to have gotten this one. Of course, it's the Volkswagen Baja Bug. And I like this one. I like the mainline casting of this in its normal colors, but this looks even better in a Zamac. I could do without these off-road wheels. They should have just went black, but you know, Hot Wheels is doing their thing with these tan and brown wheels, so it is what it is. And then these two were like the two ones that I wanted the most out of the Zamac that I was missing. Of course, it is the Bone Shaker. And I do have quite a Bone Shaker collection going. I think I'm up to 15 Bone Shakers now. And my goal is eventually to get all of them as well. So all the Zamac and all of the Bone Shakers. But this will reside with the Zamac collection. It will not be with the Bone Shaker collection. But it'll still be counted against my total overall Bone Shakers. So really, really glad I was able to pick that guy up. And then the last but not least, my favorite one from the Zamac releases from last year, and of course is the Honda S2000. And this thing is just absolutely beautiful, not only because it's a beautiful car and a beautiful casting, but it's done by my favorite designer over at Mattel, who unfortunately is no longer with us and is one of his tribute rides. So I'm so glad that I was able to get this. This was the main focus of the trade, but everything else was awesome to get as well. So really glad I was able to pick this one up. And that is the trade with Chris over at Hot Wheels Hunting International. He did throw in a little bonus for me though, and this was not a part of the trade, and I appreciate it because it is actually one of the treasure hunts I was missing for the year, and it's on a shorty, and it's this beautiful Gotta Go. So it's actually the only Gotta Go I have. I haven't picked up any of the yellow, and was trying to find this one, but for some reason couldn't find this. So I'm down to, I think, the last 4 to 5 treasure hunts from 2022 that I'm missing. I think I'm still missing the orange Jeep. I'm missing the Impala. I'm missing, of course, the Mustang that a lot of people are missing because it was shorted in a lot of cases. So the Q case one, and there's at least one other one that I'm missing. But once I get those, I'll have all of the treasure hunts for the year, but no rush. We're good on that. And last but not least, I made a trade with a buddy of mine, Jonathan, up in Canada. We've been corresponding back and forth on a trade, and I was finally able to wrestle this out of his hands for a fairly decent trade. And those of you guys that know your premiums know what you're looking at when you see this guy right here. And yes, it is the Jay Leno's Garage Lamborghini Countach LP 5000 QV Premium Chase. So there it is, 0 of 5. If it was 1 of 5, which is his counterpart right here, that would be the regular. And then right here, there is the Chase. So you've got the regular, you've got the Chase, and this was a really good set too. The McLaren's a great looking casting. Of course, the Mercedes-Benz. You've got the tank engine right there, and you have got the Corvair, which to me was probably my second favorite one out of this set. I love the Chevy Corvair, and I was glad that I was able to get that in a premium casting. So really good deal. This is actually the second premium Chase that I do have. The other one is, I want to say, out of the Autostrasse, and it is put away in one of the other cases that I'm not going to dig out, but I'll probably showcase it on one of my other videos. But yeah, this thing is super cool. It's a Lamborghini, of course, and if you were somebody in my era growing up, you had a picture of this car on your wall, and it's totally cool. All right, so that's it for the trades. Let me show you a couple of things that I found recently. And this was the final of this Team Transport that I had not found yet. And of course it is the MG Metro 6R4 trailer to the Fantasy van, which even though it's a fantasy van, it's really cool, but it is the Hot Wheels Rally Hauler. So this is a non-licensed van, but it still works well with this car, and I really love the look of this. The only one from this set that I did not pick up was the boat. I didn't know what I was gonna do with a boat. I don't collect die-cast boats, and though it's a really cool looking casting, and I do understand why some people grabbed it, I only grabbed the Mercedes and of course the Metro because it's a great looking little car, and it's a rally setup. So really glad I was able to find this one. It took me a little while. This one was evading me, and Team Transports and Boulevards, man, they're just evading us in our area. I still can't find the Escort from Boulevard. I don't know why. I know it's very common in a lot of areas, and people are like, yeah, it's a peg warmer. Man, let it come peg warm in my town. That way I can pick one up. I'd appreciate that. All right, another one I found is out of the C case, and this was one that I was kind of looking forward to when I first saw it. Kind of snuck out there by the guys over there in Malaysia, but it's this beautiful Rimac Rivera. And this is a super awesome car, and the fact that it is a fully electric car and has over 1,000 horsepower is simply amazing. I mean, these things that they are doing with these electric cars, man, before long, I'm telling you, all of us old guys with our gas guzzling V8s and our, you know, high performance, you know, gas 100 plus octane, you know, JDM cars, they're going to be a thing of the past at some point, and this is what's going to take over, is these cars that are fully electric. But until then, that's all right, man. I'm gonna be 6-speed shifting in my inline 6 or my turbocharged 4-cylinder, whatever I'm driving. All right, Another cool one that I saw, and this, I don't know what it is, but I think it reminded me of Bruce Lee. And I don't think it's because there's anything on here that is associated with Bruce Lee, but it was the dragon and just the art on this car that really kind of grabbed me. And it's a Greenwood Corvette, so why wouldn't you pick it up? But it is a Greenwood Corvette, and it is, of course, out of the Hot Wheels Art Car series. But man, what a great looking car in hand. Everything about this thing is just really, really nice. You come all the way around this car, there is nothing I can say negative about it, and the art and the detail on this is simply awesome. Look at that dragon right there. Isn't that cool? Love it, love it, love it. All right, this is one that I know that a lot of people either love it or they hate it, but to me, it's probably, I'm gonna say the best car out of the C case. I don't know if that's a stretch, but it's really close. If it's not number one, it's a close number two. And it's this guy right here. It's the Mazda 787B. And this thing right here in its F1 Formula One setup is absolutely beautiful. This is a car that has raced at the 24-hour Le Mans, and it is an absolute screamer. If you want to see what this car sounds like when it's in its live performance version, go ahead and jump over to Rapper Nismo's channel, check it out. He's got a clip of this car ripping down the track, and it has a sound like no other race car you will hear in the world. It has that twin turbocharged rotary motor, and it's a screamer. And I mean, it's literally a screamer. That thing screams loud. But an awesome looking car, just an amazing casting. The blue on this car is probably one of the nicest colors that Hot Wheels uses. It's very similar to what was on the Rimac Rivera, but it just really pops on the curves and lines of this 787. So super cool. All right, and last but not least, starting to kind of get into these. Let me take a little quick see, because I'm gonna kind of show this one a little bit closer. And it is the 2020 Chevy Corvette, and it's out of the Matchbox moving parts. But man, I am going to crack this one out of the pack. This is probably going to be my free at Friday car. So when you see this one next, it'll be out of the package. And I'm going to do that with all the moving parts cars that I come across. But man, these are absolutely beautiful. Matchbox, man, your team over there, you guys are just nailing it. And keep an eye out for my series. Part 1 has already been posted. So if you have seen my Hot Wheels versus Matchbox, you know that I've been comparing Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars to each other, and this will be no different. Although it is a moving part and the car it is compared against, this would still be considered a basic. It is not a premium, other than the fact that it does have a moving part. It's still in a basic format from Matchbox, and I will be comparing this to its equivalency on the Hot Wheels side coming up soon, either in the next couple of episodes, so you guys will be able to see this thing head to head against its big brother over there at Hot Wheels. But that's it, guys. Couple of really, really good trades, good pickups from some good people. And I'm really glad that I was able to work out some of these deals. Of course, I was able to pick up those really nice deals from Walter over at the Hotline of Diecast. Of course, the great trade over here for the Zamacs, and the great store exclusives from Chris at Hot Wheels Hunting International. Jonathan, thank you for the trade for that beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Chase Lamborghini out of the Jay Leno's garage. And then, of course, all of my other little pickups along the way. But until the next time, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe this channel. And stay tuned for future content that is going to feature some commentary from some of the other content creators and some of their thoughts on upcoming models, upcoming things that are going to be going on in the community, as well as some of the releases that we'll be seeing from some of the major diecast producers like Mini GT, Hot Wheels, Matchbox Team, Green Light, all of that stuff. So stay tuned. I hope to see you guys on the next one. But until next time, this is Super JDM Diecast, and I am out.